All right, everybody, we have Barbara Lang Spencer with us today, and we're talking about 40 years. Where have you been? What have you been up to, Barb? Tell us all about you.
All right. Well, after high school graduation, I went to Ashland College for 2 years, then came back to Akron U, finished up at Akron, started a job at Alltel Corporation, which back then was just a phone company, small local phone company. Um, Worked for them for about 5 years, and then I got married, started a family, and then stayed home for 14 years with my kids. I have four
Oh, wow.
kids. Yeah.
So
Um,
when you graduated high school, did you say I wanted to do this, or was there a certain thing that you wanted to do? Did you dream of doing?
I was all over the place. When I left high school, I wanted to go to Ashland College. I started in marketing, changed my major probably 3 times, and ended up coming back to Akron and finishing with an associate's degree. I had a lot toward a 4 year degree, but ended up just saying, I'm ready to get out there and work. So I just wanted to, keep the associate degree and get working. And so that's what I did.
Good. And you have four kids. How old are they?
My oldest is 33.
Oh, wow.
About to have my first grandchild any day now. Um, my second oldest is 31. And then I have a 27-year-old daughter, Eileen. She just got married this summer. And then my baby is 24. So, and they're all local, they're all around here, which is nice.
That's awesome. Now, what's funny is when you live here in town, you don't realize, like, oh, I remember them from high school, or oh, yeah, because I found out like about 10 or so years ago, we're both soccer moms. Because my son's 22 and he played Stowe soccer, and your son played soccer and coached for a while at Woodridge, which is kind of cool.
Right. Yep. All my kids went to Woodridge. And yes, soccer mom, band mom, dance mom, you name it.
It's
Very
good
busy
time.
with 4 kids. Yeah.
Good times. Yeah. And now you're working at Kent State. I consider you, every time I see a post, you're like my Kent State guru connection. Whenever I want to know something Kent State, I think of you.
Yeah. I've been there, it'll be 14 years in November. Um, Sadly, my marriage didn't make it. So when I was going through a divorce, I decided I had 4 kids to put through college. So I started applying at Akron and Kent, got the job at Kent, started at the very bottom, probably the lowest paying job there. But by having a job there, I was able to put all 4 of my kids through school and 2 of them through their master's degrees.
Wow.
Um, I finished my bachelor's degree, and then this past year I finished my master's. So I have a master's in,
Congratulations. I remember
yeah,
seeing that. That's pretty fantastic accomplishment.
well, when it's free, free tuition,
Well,
it
it's
makes it a little easier to make that decision. But yeah, doing an MBA in your 50s is it's pretty brutal. So, but
it's
I made
free.
it.
It's free, but you got to be a smart cookie to be able to do that kind of stuff.
Well,
Um,
I appreciated it more in my 50s than I was in my 20s. I goofed off a lot in college, so I think I made up for it now.
what would you say is something that you remember back in high school that, was something that you loved that you miss from high school?
That's hard to say. It's been so long ago. I played softball, so I really liked being part of that team and having close friends on the team. Uh, I don't know. I think that was probably my better memories. I do remember going to football games and loving all of that and walking to Pizza Bazaar down by Acme after games. Um, just, I think I miss more what life was like when we were that age than what it is now.
Yeah.
Um, and just some of the memories that we have that our kids will never have because it's just a different climate now.
Well, speaking of way back, let me see. I found a few things. Like,
Sure you
look,
did.
there she is, right there in the corner.
Right there next to Leah Fish.
Yeah, pretty fun. It's amazing all the changes that we've been through and everything, and all those young faces. Let me see what else I got here. This is your senior photo.
Oh yeah.
And
That sweater was from Gray Colt. I was very fortunate to be able to get a sweater from Gray Colt because you know how expensive that place was.
oh yeah, I remember. And
Yep.
then I found another one that was kind of cool. Hold on,
Oh
let me
God.
bring this up.
This
I
is my
found seventh
freshman.
grade. Look at the feathers in your hair. It's so
Yeah. What grade was that?
that's seventh grade.
Oh Lord. I had a monogram sweater on too. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And then we were talking about the famous poster, which if you come to the tailgate and to dinner, there's a special, I may had a special poster just like this made up so we can all sign it and sign our name. And we were trying to figure out where you were. And we think if you look at my little cursor, that is you right
Yep. Yep.
there.
Yep.
I have no idea where I'm at. So I'm just going to say I'm here somewhere.
You don't know.
I don't
Well,
remember.
I'll have to look later and see if I can find you.
Yeah, you definitely need a magnifying glass for that, for
Sure.
sure.
Yep.
So, world traveler, what have you done in your life that you want to share with everybody that is kind of really cool things that you did have done that was adventurous or that you kind of think, nobody else would believe that Barb did in her life? Like, wow, Barb did that. What do you
Yeah.
got?
Well, I did get the opportunity to go to Italy. My daughter was studying there. She's an architecture interior designer. She was studying there for a whole semester. And so I traveled over there. I guess it was 11 days I was there. Um, and she had been paragliding, I want to say like months before in Switzerland. She got the opportunity to go a lot of places. So we were in Monte Rosso, Italy. It's right on the water.
Wow.
And she convinced me to go paragliding, which for someone like me who's afraid of heights and afraid of edges more than anything, I strapped myself onto this person that I had just met. And we ran down the mountain and we paraglided over the water and over Monte Rosso, Italy. And then we landed. So he took the paraglide down to the beach. And I thought, oh, I'm going to face plant for sure. Cause I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. But we landed on the beach and that was probably the most daring thing I've ever done. I'm
That's
pretty
pretty
conservative.
that's pretty
Yeah,
amazing.
I'm pretty conservative, so that was kind of a big deal for me. But and I'm getting ready to do some more traveling. I'm with someone now, a newer relationship. I guess we've been together about 3 years now, and he is from Italy, so we will be going back to Italy probably in I think it's a couple weeks from now.
Oh, wow, that's exciting. I
Yeah,
can't
I'm
wait to
excited.
hear all your travels because that would be great to hear about all your travels there. Um, any parting advice that you wish you knew 40 years ago or anything that you want to share with the class of 84?
Yeah, I think you would ask Annette the question of what advice you would give your high school self. And I think for me, just to say that all the stuff I was worrying about doesn't matter. Um, when we're going on 60 now. So when you're 58 years old, the stuff that mattered to you when you were 18 does not matter now. And just how I do see people from our class now and then. Rebecca, you and I reconnected because of your real estate career. I think I saw you again at an open house or something. Was
Yeah,
maybe the
you
first
saw me at
time.
an open house, and I know we passed by each other at NC Soccer because when my son was younger. But yeah, it's fun that we have such a small community, but it's such a big community.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people who have stayed in the area, which is surprising. I thought there'd be more people that, have moved, but I do see people now and then.
Hey, it's a
I see,
great place to live. I
I
lived in
know,
Florida for a minute in Columbus, and then I came back here, and I love it here. I honestly don't want to move. There's no hurricanes.
right.
There's
No
no
natural disasters.
fires. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. No.
agreed. I love being here too, and it makes it easier to stay here because my kids are here. So,
And your grandkid now.
no, I'm going to be a grandma.
Annette noticed something on my screen. Let me show you. See if you recognize this. Hold on, if I can get rid of all this stuff I have open. Um, do you recognize that? My screen? Can you see it?
Oh, I can see. Is it trees and rocks?
Yeah, it's Kendall Cliffs,
Oh, is it?
Virginia Kendall. I
There we
remember taking
go.
hikes there all the time, growing up. So small world, and it's great that we're having this 40-year reunion. And I'm so glad for all the help and bouncing ideas that I've had off of you and Jerry. I'm so thankful,
Yeah,
because it's been so fun.
it was time for us to pass the torch. So we both had big life events this year. With my daughter getting married, I just knew I couldn't dedicate the time, and Jared's daughter going off to college. So I appreciate that you have taken it and you've done so many cool things that we never even thought of doing. So I appreciate your efforts.
Oh gosh, no problem. You know what? I come up with ideas all the time, and part of my job is people connections and marketing. So all this is kind of just fun. I'm excited to see how many people show up that didn't RSVP, and everything for dinner and the tailgate, but everybody's welcome.
Yeah, I hope they come out.
Yes, because we miss seeing everybody.
I
So
think it's just good. I mean, it's been 40 years. That's a long time.
exactly. Oh, Jerry, I was texting back and forth with him yesterday or a couple days ago, asking him questions. And he's like, don't worry about the 50th. We'll all be too old. And I'm like, heck no. We're gonna be rocking it with our cane and walkers,
Oh,
jamming to the Van Halen and rocking at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and having a good time.
well, hopefully not have walkers and canes, but we'll see.
No doubt. I don't think so. I think we're still too young to be able to do that. Maybe 30 years from now.
Oh, God. I don't want to think that far ahead.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Barb, for sharing some time with us. And I'm going to share this with everybody. And if you want to be interviewed, just message me, and I would love, even if it's after the reunion, to share the video with everybody just to see how you're doing and where have you been and what have you been up to. All right.
Thank
Bye, Barb.
you. See ya.